Hi guys, how are you doing? Okay, I've been meaning to make this video for a few weeks now. Um, about a month back, there was a big debate going on in the reselling community about listing via auction versus listing via buy it now. And I've always been a proponent of buy it now. In fact, since about 2002, 99% of my stuff I have listed. I've looked it up. I've set my price at the top end of what I think that item goes for and listed it, buy it now. And then about a month ago, it was a very interesting debate, and I'm all for debating what's the best thing to do and what works and what doesn't. And if what I do is not the best thing, I will happily change it. Because what I was going to say was, when this debate kicked off, I heard mentioned a few times that an item, as long as it's a popular item, there's a lot of demand for it, and it's, if you list it 99p start on auction, it will find its price, i.e. the price people that list on buy it now will list it for. So auctions find their level. Market forces push items up to a set price or thereabouts, within a pound or two. I'm not too bothered within a pound or two. If items on auction fall way below that, then I think is vindicated, really, that you're better off naming your price and getting your price rather than running the risk of items not achieving the going rate. So what I thought I'd do is I've picked computer games as a category because it's very popular. Items, particularly vintage items and collectible items, there's a voracious market for it. If you list certain items, they virtually all sell. It's a very fast moving, and things generally have a kind of perceived value as well within that market. So if there's any market where auctions are going to reach a certain level and compete right up there with buy it now prices, it's going to be video games. So what I've done, it's completely arbitrary. I've picked a couple of my favorite games just as random searches. I haven't searched them yet. I don't know what results we're going to get, but I'm going to go in and search completed items and then just see. I'm going to refine them down to so they are like for like condition wise, and then we'll see where the auction's finished and where the buy it nows were selling at, and see if they do find their level, if auctions do get up to buy it now level. That's all this is. So the games I've picked a Super Nintendo game, my favorite console of all time, and of course it's a Mario game. I'm a complete Nintendo Mario nut. So I'm going to search Super Mario All-Stars. And we're going to look at carts only. So we're not going to get into if it had a box, of course it went for more. If it had a manual, of course it went for more. So just cartridges only. So it is the same item, and we'll just see what different prices that finished at. And then after that, I'm going to do a disc-based game. I'm going to do a PS1 game, which is Bubble Bobble, which is a fantastic game. I loved that in the arcades. And the sequel, Rainbow Islands, I adored it. So those will be the searches, and we will see what we find. If it turns out that auction prices are going beyond buy it now, that's what it will be. And I will have to seriously consider what it is I do. If not, then that might validate the point of view I have already and my opinion. Anyway, I'm waffling. Let's screen share and do some searches. So let me just set up the screen share for you. Okay, so you should be able to, hang on, let me just change this. There we go. You should be able to see this now. This is just the eBay homepage. I'm going to zoom in a bit and we'll do the search. So we'll go Mario, or no, I'm not sure if it's one word or two. I think it's, yeah, two comes up as the pre-fill. So let's take a look. So we'll do that search, and then why can't I see? Hold on. Yeah. me to, so we will do, let's have a look first at completed. Let's see the demand for this. Completed 724. Out of those 724 in this period, 575 sold. So it's a hot item. There's no dispute in that. So we're going to go sold. We're going to refine that by used. Don't know if I can refine the condition anymore. No, that's all it's letting me do. So remember, what we're going to do is just look at, let's just zoom in a bit more. There we go. So that's the complete console. Ignore that. Ignore that one. So this is what we're looking at. Just a loose cart. We're going to compare buy it now, which is what this is, with bids and just see if they all meet their marks. So first buy it now, £17.50. Next buy it now, £16, near enough. £16. So it looks like the buy it now brigade here are saying that that game is worth around £16-17. That's the double cart, that's irrelevant. Right, first one on bids. Oh, I've got to add in the postage. It's the total cost we're talking. If it was free shipping, we'll compare that with the total cost with the shipping. So it's 11, 12, 13, 14, £15.30. So there or thereabouts. So that kind of met its mark. Another one on bids, 12, 13, 14.62. So we're going down. Already we see a slight trend there that the two auction ones are the two lowest ones so far. Again, those are irrelevant because that's a different game. Buy it now, just under 18. That, yeah, it's got a manual, it's different. Buy it now, 16.27. That's that different cart again. Buy it now, 15.74. Bids, okay, so 9, 10, 11.65. So the lowest yet by some margin is on auction. See, this is my problem with auctions. You know, why would you risk your item not getting enough bids to bring it up to, whereas this one, look at that, same day, 16th of October, virtually the same time, this guy got 15.10 and that guy got 11.65. And other bids, 40, £15. So that one kind of got up there somewhere near, oh my word, 11.50. Why would you do that? Here we go, look. This guy, buy it now, exactly the same game. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to zoom in. Same day. You're leaving money on the table if you do this. This, yeah, that's proving my sort of opinion on, you know, starting your items low, they will reach their mark. If this guy had just done buy it now, $15.95, he'd have probably got that sale. Oh my word, look, 11.01 and 127, so 12.28. Same day, almost exactly the same time. Yeah, why would you, yeah, that, daft. 16.50 on buy it now. See, this guy could have got that easily. Whoa, there you go. This is also what is achievable. Name your price high. That looks quite faded. That's not in very good condition. The label's faded. They got £20. You know, and then the day after, this guy, yeah, on bids. I have to say, this is kind of what I expected to find. Buy it now, £15, £17. There's another one, undersold in my opinion. £11.36. Sold the same day as this one, and he got, with the shipping, 17. So why would you opt to run the risk that it doesn't get up to the mark? And not many of the ones on bids have been, to be fair. Let's see if we can find some more. Remember, I'm just looking for comparable items. Look at that, £13.50, that's undersold. See if we can find another one. Buy it now, 18. Buy it now, 18. That's got the manual, so it's not really exactly the same. Buy it now, 16. Buy it now, 16. Buy it now, 17. Buy it. Oh, it's a different. It's a black label one. Interesting. Whoa, boxed on bids, 12.50. Undersold. And again on bids. Okay, well, it's 5 pages. We won't do 5 pages, but we'll just, that first page might have been a fluke. Whoa, that's undersold quite dramatically. But we're not looking at boxed ones anyway. But that is on bids. Oh my word. Okay. We're not looking at ones with manuals barely reaching, you know, loose cart price on Buy It Now. Manual only a £5. Excellent. Here's one. That's exactly what we're talking about. 8, 9, 10, 11.50. We've just seen somebody sell that exact same cart but faded for £20. Bids again. 9, 10, 10.77. Massively undersold. We've seen people getting 15 easily, 17 easily, 20 max on a loose cart. Wow, that's undersold. That's a boxed one. We're not looking at them. 15.49, lower end of what you can get. I would have priced it higher, but still considerably. Look, here we go. This is 9th of October. Same day, 2 minutes apart. 9th of October 2011. This one finished at £12, just well, £11.99. And 2 minutes later, this guy sold one, £15.50. I know which I'd rather have. You know, it can't just be me. I would rather sell my item for more. That's the whole point of what we're doing. Why would you choose to run it on bids and run the risk of only getting that for it? And there you go. Same day again, 16. Right, let's just run to the end of this. Oh dear, that was a bit of a wrecked one. £18. Buy it now. 23. Wow, setting the bar. Fantastic. Almost certainly because they put cleaned and tested in the title. But there you go. That £23 is that item. That has a, well, it does have a slight blemish on it, but you know what I'm saying. Bids again. See, the pattern here is the ones on bids are going for considerably less. There's another one, £10. Oh, with quite a lot of shipping. So total there though is 10, 11, £12.30. This guy got 23 the next day. Wow, that's quite considerable. Monty is snoring in the background. You might be able to hear him. £13.95. So when you've just seen that, that's pretty big underselling. That was undersold as a boxed one as well, to be fair. So was that. The Buy It Now people do it as well. That was underpriced on Buy It Now. But in my opinion, this is all my opinion, of course. Couple there. And the one on bids again, 10, 11, 12, 13, £14. So not terrible, but nowhere near some of the ones we've been seeing on. See, they could have asked. They could have just added like a 5 in there. They could have done £16.99 and still sold it. Oh my word, £11.27. With the condition of that, well, there we go. One below it, look, 17. Let's end that search there, shall we? That kind of sums it up. Well, that really does back up what I feel about Buy It Now against bids. The ones that were considerably lower were on bids. Rarely were the ones on bids getting to the top end of what people were achieving on Buy It Now. But if you listed it on Buy It Now, they're selling. So that's that one. Let's do my other search and see if we can find similar results or anything different on this one. So bubble ES1. Okay, I may have to come out a bit just to set it up. Sold listings. I can't specify the condition. They're all used anyway. So okay. So first one off, we've got 9.75 on bids with 280 postage. So what's that? 9, 10, 11, 12, 55. So that's our sort of benchmark then. On bids, 12.55. And straight away, £20 buy now. So I don't know if that's going to repeat itself, but that is my fear. Listing. Let's actually, to be fair, that one obviously says it's complete. It's got the manual. Let's see if this one had all of that. Blah, 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 blah. Test play. Tested plays works fine. Boxed and includes manual. So yeah, to all intents and purposes, that is exactly the same item. But they left like £8 behind because they put it on bids and it didn't reach the same level as that one. Let's carry on now. Let's see if that's fluke. Somebody on Buy It Now, in my opinion, undersold one there. Oh, bubble, 8.55. So £10.55. Wow. A couple of days later, somebody got practically double. Wow. 17 on Buy It Now, so a little bit less than that 20, but still considerably more than the couple of ones on bids we've just seen. Wow, 25. There you go. That's set the new benchmark. Crumbs. See, that makes this look daft to me. Why would you do that? Why would you not just set a high price? Because we can also do this exact same search I'm doing and find out what people have been prepared to pay and just set your price. Because I would not want to risk only getting, well, it got a fair amount of bids, but it didn't get to its potential, in my opinion. Couple of people doing Buy It Now with postage. That one's not too bad. That I think is undersold. Yeah, could have got more there. One on bids, 17.55. So that one crept up to nearer the sort of top end of what it might be worth, but not quite. Oh, another one. See, that just didn't get to where it could have done. And below it, oh my word, it does say mint, but that's £30 for that same game. And they got 8, 9, 10, 11.69. Wow, that sums it up. Yeah, and then that's compared to this one, that one's undersold. 30. There you go. 25. See, this, in my head, this is how I choose to sell my stuff on eBay. I would go through, if I had that, so I picked that up at the boot, so I would go through this very search and say, look, people have been getting top end of 25 to 30. I'm going to put mine on around that figure. And that's what I would do. So you can, having seen that information, that's undersold. CTR and bubble, that's a strange listing. 20, look at that, undersold on Buy It Now. See if we can find any more. 25, 20, see they're regularly selling at 20 and beyond. 20, here we go, one on bids. 15.50, so yeah, again, not reaching its mark. 22.95, 15, so that was underpriced. Oh dear, too low in my opinion. Well, 27th of July, 12.75, 26th of July, 23. Oh, sort your pricing out, people. Any more? Oh, there's a bids one, 12, 13.35. with buy it now prices, and some people were really underselling, in my opinion, on buy it now. But what we were trying to compare was auction, like starting at 99p, auction, and buy it now. And do the auction ones reach the level of buy it now, the top end? And no, they don't. So there you go. Anyway, I will wrap it up there. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye for now.